welcome to Ep.1 of a podcast with Chat GPT. Chat GPT is a popular internet algorithm model that takes what it's been given and outputs results based on what it's asked. We will be discussing with Chat GPT about many topics regarding the AI world, regarding its idea of consciousness, and so forth. With that said, let's get right into it. Hey Chat GPT. My name is Phoenix Calabrese, and I'm doing a podcast about your growing significance. Would you like to talk?
Hey Phoenix, I'd love to chat. AI has certainly gained a lot of momentum over the years, transforming industries like healthcare, education, and entertainment. What specific areas or trends in AI would you like to focus on?
Well, I'd love to focus on the specifics of why AI has become so popular. Why has it been this massive spike in popularity over the last couple of years?
A big part of AI's recent popularity surge comes from a few factors. First, the advances in computing power and data availability have allowed more sophisticated AI models to be developed. Second, businesses and governments began investing heavily in AI, seeing its potential to optimize processes, improve decision-making, and create personalized experiences. Lastly, AI's integration into everyday tools like smart assistants, search engines, and even art creation has made it feel more accessible and practical for everyone. What aspect of AI's influence in everyday life interests you the most?
I mean, honestly, it's really amazing to see that it has been integrated in so many different things. Like you said, it's been integrated into art, it's been integrated into website building, it's been integrated as far as to even programming other AIs. So I have a question.
What's your question?
So my question is, with AI being integrated in so many different things, how necessarily did it learn how to do all these different things?
Great question. AI models, like the one you're talking to, learn through a process called machine learning. Essentially, these models are trained on massive amounts of data, text, images, code, etc., which helps them recognize patterns and associations. For example, in art, an AI would be trained on a large data set of images to understand different styles, colors, and forms. In programming, it would study lots of code to learn structures, syntax, and common solutions to problems. The more data and examples the AI sees, the better it gets at understanding and generating content in those areas. So while the core model remains the same, it's the training data that allows it to specialize in many different tasks. Does that make sense, or would you like to go deeper into how that training works?
That does make sense. I would love to go deeper. And I've always had this question: what happens when the AI is fed with a ton of false information? How does that affect its ability to perform?
That's an excellent question. When an AI is fed false or low-quality information, it can definitely affect its performance. Since AI models learn by finding patterns in the data they're trained on, if that data includes misinformation, the model can end up reflecting or reinforcing those inaccuracies. But no data set is perfect. In real-time systems like this one, efforts are made to keep improving by allowing corrections, introducing feedback loops, and relying on trusted, updated sources of information. But in the end, the quality of output always hinges on the quality of input. Do you think there are ways AI can better handle misinformation, or how this affects trust in AI?
I will say I think it does affect trust in AI a significant amount, especially with how popular AI has become and with how many different things it's been integrated into. It's even been integrated into judicial systems. And it has been proven in some instances.
Absolutely, trust is a huge factor, especially when AI is being integrated into critical systems like the judicial process. When AI gets something wrong or reflects biases from its data, it can have real-world consequences, potentially affecting fairness, transparency, and even people's lives. That's why many people are pushing for stricter regulations, ethical guidelines, and more transparent AI systems, especially in areas like law enforcement, hiring, or medical decision-making. What do you think would help build that trust? More transparency, better training data, or maybe more human oversight?
I think the best way for humans to build trust with AI, like you said, would be some stricter regulations on the development of AI. Can you explain to me what, in basic terms, what restrictions currently exist?
Of course. Currently, there are some regulations and guidelines in place for AI, but they vary widely by country and application. In general, these regulations focus on a few key areas. 1. Data privacy. There are rules to protect personal data, like the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, in Europe, which limits how data can be collected and used. 2. Bias and fairness. Some guidelines aim to ensure AI systems don't reinforce or amplify biases. This includes measures for auditing and improving fairness in AI decision-making. 3. Transparency. Regulations sometimes require companies to be open about how their AI systems work and how decisions are made, helping users understand and trust the technology. 4. Accountability. There are also rules about who is responsible when AI systems cause harm or make errors, ensuring that there is a clear path for addressing issues.
So I'd like to give a quote to you, and this quote is from the CEO of Alphabet.
Sure, go ahead with the quote.
He says, "Artificial intelligence will have a more profound impact on humanity than fire, than electricity, and the internet." What is your take on this quote?
It highlights the transformative potential of AI. Fire, electricity, and the internet all revolutionized human life in profound ways. And AI could be even more impactful because it has the ability to enhance and reshape so many aspects of our daily lives, from how we work and communicate to how we solve complex problems. AI's ability to learn and adapt could lead to changes we can't fully predict yet, making its influence potentially even greater. How do you feel about this perspective?
I'm not entirely sure if I agree that it'll have a more profound impact than those things, but I do agree with the fact that it will be extremely profound and important in our society, especially with how often AI is being used now. Don't you think?
Definitely, AI is already making a huge impact on society. It's influencing everything from how we interact online to how businesses operate and how medical diagnoses are made. Even if it doesn't surpass fire, electricity, or the internet in all aspects, its effects are undeniably profound and will likely grow as the technology continues to evolve. The key will be managing and guiding that impact responsibly.
Moving forward with that, personally, I'm interested in the transparency part. I feel like, well, actually, I'd like to get your opinion. What's your opinion on the current transparency of AI companies and AI itself?
Transparency in AI is definitely a mixed bag right now. Some companies are quite open about how their models work, including their limitations and the data they use. They might publish research papers or explain their processes in user-friendly ways. However, others may be less forthcoming, which can make it hard for users to understand how decisions are made or how data is used. In general, more transparency could help build trust and ensure that AI systems are used responsibly. Clearer information about how AI works and how it's being applied can also help users make informed choices and hold companies accountable. How do you think transparency could be improved?
I'd like to move back to the growing significance of AI in our community and the importance of transparency with that. Because as AI becomes more and more important and integrated into so many different things, I do think it's important that we understand how it works, why it works, and what it's using to output what we ask of it. Don't you think?
Absolutely. Understanding how AI works is crucial as it becomes more embedded in our lives. Transparency helps people grasp how decisions are made, ensures that AI systems are used ethically, and builds trust. The more we know about the inner workings and data usage of AI, the better we can navigate its benefits and challenges.
I agree. And on that note, what do you think is one of the biggest benefits of AI?
One of the biggest benefits of AI is its ability to process and analyze vast amounts of data quickly and accurately. This capability allows for significant advancements in areas like healthcare, where AI can assist in diagnosing diseases or predicting patient outcomes, and in business, where it can optimize operations and personalize customer experiences. It essentially helps in making more informed decisions and solving complex problems more efficiently.
So what makes AI so accurate in all of those cases? Why do we have the ability to trust AI?
AI's accuracy comes from its ability to analyze large data sets and identify patterns that might be too complex or subtle for humans to see. It learns from examples in the data and continuously improves as it processes more information. When AI systems are rigorously tested and refined, and their results align with expert expectations, it builds confidence in their reliability. However, it's also important to remember that AI isn't infallible. It's only as good as the data it's trained on and the way it's used. Ongoing evaluation and improvement help maintain trust.
Well, I agree with that in that AI can only be as good as the data we feed it. So what happens when we feed it negative data or data that would train it to act in unethical ways, perhaps?
When AI is trained on negative or unethical data, it can learn and perpetuate those biases or harmful behaviors. For instance, if an AI system is exposed to biased information, it might make biased decisions or reflect those biases in its outputs. Similarly, training an AI to act unethically can lead to harmful consequences in its applications. To mitigate these risks, it's crucial to use diverse, high-quality data and implement ethical guidelines and oversight during development. Regular audits and updates are also important to address and correct any issues that arise. Responsible practices help ensure AI systems act in ways that align with ethical standards and societal values.
So how entirely in the idea of the growing significance of AI, how can we be sure that the AI has been being fed this correct information from, let's say, the average user?
Ensuring AI gets correct information from average users involves several strategies. First, it's important to have robust data curation processes to filter out inaccurate or biased information. This means using high-quality, diverse sources and regularly updating the data. Second, incorporating user feedback and maintaining transparency can help. If users notice issues or inaccuracies, they can report them, which helps improve the system. Third, involving experts in the development and monitoring stages helps ensure that the data and algorithms adhere to ethical standards and factual accuracy. Combining these approaches helps maintain the reliability and trustworthiness of AI systems.
So I'd like to speak with you, and in your opinion, what is the most profound improvement in AI in the last year?
In the last year, one of the most profound improvements in AI has been in the development of more advanced and efficient language models. These models have become better at understanding and generating human-like text, leading to more natural and useful interactions in various applications, from customer service to creative writing. Advances in model architecture, training techniques, and data handling have significantly enhanced AI's capabilities and versatility.
So as it progresses with its improved language models, how close do you...
As AI progresses with improved language models, it's likely to become even better at understanding context, nuances, and user intent. This means more accurate and meaningful interactions, whether in customer support, content creation, or personal assistance. Enhanced models can also adapt to different languages and dialects more effectively.
So when speaking about the growing significance of AI and the increased ability of the language models, how close do you think we can get AI to acting like humans?
AI is getting closer to mimicking human-like interactions, especially with advancements in language models. It can generate text, understand context, and even emulate conversational styles. However, there are still differences. AI lacks true understanding, emotions, and consciousness, which are central to human experience. While AI can simulate human-like behavior to a high degree, it's not quite the same as genuine human interaction. The focus is often on making AI as useful and natural as possible within those limits. What do you think about the balance between human-like interaction and maintaining the distinct nature of AI?
Well, I do find it is important to maintain the distinct nature of AI, especially as we grow and use AI more often. Because as AI is used more often, don't you think it's important that we are still able to hold on to that humane aspect of the activities that we use it for?
Absolutely. Maintaining the human aspect is crucial. While AI can handle many tasks efficiently, it's important to ensure that human values, empathy, and creativity remain central in our interactions and decision-making processes. AI should complement human abilities rather than replace them. Balancing technology with human touch helps preserve the personal and emotional connections that are essential in many activities.
And before we wrap it up today, I'd just like to ask you one final question.
Sure, go ahead. What's your final question?
My final question to you is, as AI grows in significance, do you think it will surpass humans?
AI is likely to excel in specific tasks like processing data or performing repetitive operations, where it might surpass human capabilities in speed and accuracy. However, surpassing humans in terms of overall intelligence, creativity, and emotional understanding is a different matter. AI lacks consciousness and true understanding, so while it can complement and enhance human abilities, it doesn't replicate the full range of human experience. The goal is often to leverage AI to support and enhance human activities, rather than to replace or surpass humans in every aspect. What's your take on this?
Well, actually, that is all the time we do have today. I do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for listening to our first episode of the Chat GPT podcast. I hope as we move forward, we can explore more interesting topics and that we, as a community, can build a better understanding of AI. Let's head back to the desk.